people of the internet, guys, the Chicago Sky was on a 2-game winning streak, right? We had 2 really, really good games, and then we completely laid an egg today. Guys, Chicago Sky is destroyed. Final score is 89-58.
Yep.
That's
a horrible game.
That's a 31-point loss, right?
It was a horrible game. I would say that it started from the very beginning with Angel being out and Diamond being out. We already know about Elizabeth being out. They had no recourse to bring anybody in that could balance the team. So they started with low confidence, besides Kennedy, that always go the distance. But again, she cannot do it by herself. This is a team game, and she needed a lot more of her team. There were a lot of missed baskets by
crazy amount of missed
by Bree, by Carmilla. Just was missed baskets, easy baskets. So they were just off their rocker today. They did play awful, and we felt it right here. Yeah, it was at some point I couldn't even clap my hands anymore. I was like, the third
was disappointed, guys.
I was just like, it's over. It's over. And they had a chance.
Yeah.
But again, they did not come with any energy that, I would say, again, confidence. There were really no confidence with those that were on the floor. You could tell they were not gelling like they needed to gel.
Yeah.
And those missed easy baskets, I know I counted 5, so that's 10 points right there. And if you put a little bit more effort to it, there was a chance they could have came back. At least challenge them. They were not even challenging them. They got whatever, the Mystics got whatever they wanted tonight. 3-pointer, sprint down the floor to the basket, whatever they wanted, they just did it. They knew, they could feel the lack of confidence that the Sky had, so they just took advantage of that.
Yeah. And it was from the first quarter.
Yeah.
We got, and guys, kind of like after that first quarter, I was like, I think we may lose this game. Because we only scored 13 points in that first quarter. 13 points. The Washington Mystics had 29 points in that first quarter. And they just sort of kept the energy from there.
Yeah.
The second, because the Washington Mystics, they were making everything.
Yeah.
In that first quarter, I was like, oh my goodness, this team cannot miss. They were so dominant.
But we haven't seen them play like this, where they got whatever they wanted. We have not seen that.
Well, and think about it this way also. The reason why I think the Washington Mystics are playing better now is because Brittany Sykes is back. Brittany Sykes is a player who, in my opinion, is way better than a lot of people want to give her credit for. She is a really good defensive player, but not only that, she is the floor general for this team. Yes,
it did make a difference.
Ultimately, she didn't dominate, but she played very, very well. She had 14 points in this game, 7 assists, 8 rebounds. Brittany Sykes was the missing piece for this team. She was injured for the majority of the season for the Washington Mystics, and that's why this team has been terrible. The Washington Mystics have good pieces. They do. However, their record is trash because Sykes has been injured basically the entire season, and Shakira Austin has been injured off and on. That's why this team that's why this team has a terrible record. But they're a good team, and Brittany Sykes is a fantastic player, regardless of if anyone actually wants to admit it or not and talk about her or not. She's a great player. And she changes the momentum. She changes things for her team, because it's not just her scoring, it's her ability to find her teammates at the right position and give them the basketball and let them work. So I thought Brittany Sykes came into this game on a mission, ready to score some points and ready to make some stuff happen for her team. She hit 2 huge 3-pointers. I think it was in the first quarter. It was either in the first quarter or the first half.
I lost track.
So many 3-pointers.
The 3-pointers.
So many 3-pointers.
I was like,
so many.
I didn't even know they had, besides Dolson, I didn't really think nobody really could shoot 3-point like that,
Yeah.
on a consistent basis. I mean, it was just different players shooting. They all took their turns.
They couldn't miss.
They all took their turns, and it just was sad. Even though we did do the timeouts, we just didn't have any weapons that could go against them tonight, and that was obvious. Like I said, the third quarter, midway through the third quarter, I said I didn't care anymore. I was like, this is, you can see it on my face.
Mama was not feeling it at all. She even got up and went to the bathroom. She was like, this is over.
I usually don't miss no part of the game. I'm like, it don't matter. I was like, it doesn't matter anymore. They not gonna win. So I said, let me just get up and do what I need to do. So yeah, it was terrible. I know the teammates feel bad that they played so horrible.
Yeah.
And those that were injured could not help them at all. Besides trying to encourage them to come on, you all could do this. But it is obvious that Angel was a gigantic piece missing in the center there at that basket for those rebounds. They could not really get too many rebounds at all.
On the rebounding front, here's the stat for rebounds. The Washington Mystics had 37 rebounds, including 9 offensive rebounds. The Chicago Sky on the rebounding front, we had 32. So actually, we didn't get killed as bad on the rebounding front, but it felt like it.
Yeah.
Watching the game, it felt like we were getting cooked.
It really
on the
did,
rebounding front.
Because especially.
All right, they're making us leave, guys. They're making us leave. All right, but anyway, it felt like watching the game. It felt like we were getting cooked on the rebounding front, and at certain points we were. But then we had one sequence. Where we got it felt like 5 offensive rebounds in a row, where Izzy and Camilla couldn't hit a shot, and so we got some good rebounds on that front. So technically, we won the offensive rebounding front, but watching the game as it was happening, it felt like we were just getting absolutely destroyed. And when we talk about the Chicago Sky, it's all about Kennedy Carter for the most part, right? Kennedy Carter was a huge spark, as Mama said, in that first quarter. She had 16 points in today's game. She did sit for a lot. Kennedy Carter was on the bench for a good amount of the second half, and I'm not sure why she was on the bench. But yeah, anyway, ultimately we lose. The Sky may fall out of the playoffs. And again, guys, as I said in the last stream, it is better for the future for the Sky not to make the playoffs. For their mental, it's probably better for them to make the playoffs. So mentality-wise, it's better for them to make it, but player-wise, in terms of getting good players in the draft, it's probably better for us not to make it. Olivia Miles was in the building today, and who knows? Maybe she'll be on our team next year. You never know. But anyway, guys, that's it. That's the game. Michaela Onyenwere had 5 points. All of those points, I believe, were in the first half. Isabel Harrison started to cook, but she ended up getting fouled out of the game. She had 10 points in today's game. Camila Cardoso had 13 points. Again, Kennedy Carter 16, Lindsay Allen 6, Dana 4, Brianna Turner 4. And
Dana did absolutely nothing.
Yeah, she did.
She did absolutely nothing.
Yeah. Her shot wasn't falling. Nobody's shot on the Sky was falling. But the Mystics shot 50% from the field, guys. They shot 50% from the field. They couldn't really miss. And I think we were 34% from the field. We were terrible. We couldn't hit nothing. Brittany Sykes, 14 points. Aaliyah Edwards, I thought she had a fantastic game. Aaliyah Edwards, I've been enjoying watching her play. I think she's continuing to get better and better because Shakira Austin is injured. She's getting the starting nod and she's getting more minutes.
Yep.
And Mama, what do you think about Aaliyah Edwards?
I always loved her from college, so I thought she played wonderful. And she kept beating Camilla.
Yeah, she did.
I was like, Camilla too slow for her. I was like, wow.
And Aaliyah Edwards was hustling.
Yes, she was.
She was hungry. Aaliyah Edwards was hungry for
see it.
every single loose ball.
Yep.
She was attacking the rim. Shout out to Aaliyah Edwards. I thought she played great.
Yes, she did.
Steph Dolson didn't have the most impactful game.
No, she didn't. She was kind of quiet tonight.
Yeah. But
Well,
they didn't need her.
They didn't need her tonight.
She had 9 points in this one, 6 points. Ariel Atkins also had a quiet night, only 9 points for her. Sika Kone had 11 points.
Kone, I could not believe what she was doing.
Sika was cooking.
She was stopping and turning and making the basket. And then she would go to the center and pop the ball.
But you want to know why she's able to do that?
Why?
Though she was with the Minnesota Lynx. And the Minnesota Lynx have one of the best development programs in the WNBA. If you are a player and you want to develop, go to the Minnesota Lynx. Sika Kone did not have this type of bag when she was with the Chicago Sky.
Sure did not.
She goes to the Lynx, worked with them, developed, and now she's a much better player.
Yes, she is.
I'm just saying, like
I couldn't believe it though.
She was great today.
I was like, man.
She was great today. But yeah. That's it, guys. Chicago Sky got killed, and basically every single quarter, we lost by 31 points. For the bench, Washington Mystics 36 bench points. We only had 8. Kind of tells you how that all went.
Yep. Because we really didn't have a bench tonight.
We didn't really have a bench. We had 9 players available, including the brand new player that was just signed to the team, and Kayla Davis. So, anyway, Sky lose. Final score, 89 Mystics, 58 Chicago Sky. That's it. Talk to you guys later.
They play Sunday, so.
Yeah, we'll see what happens on Sunday.
Who they play Sunday?
Mercury.
Oh.
All right. See you guys. Bye.